Hello everyone, this is Dr. Anjali Kumar once again bringing you greetings from Maitri. Maitri is a space where we talk anything and everything about women's health. So today we bring to you our much awaited yoga series with the video My Yoga Journey. This is a true story. So make sure that you watch till the end. A busy gynecologist with a busy practice. A good surgeon, head of department of a big corporate hospital, mother of two lovely children. Everything seems to be absolutely perfect, but something is still not right. Doctor, I have a bad backache. I can't bend forward. My knee, my leg, my back, everything seems to be aching. I have some funny sensation going right down to my leg. I can't bend forward. I got so many MRIs done, to be precise 6 MRIs of my back, and all they could see was an old disc between T12 and L1. Somehow I was not getting the answers which my mind needed. I tried everything, medicine, physiotherapy, exercises, nerve blocks, nothing was working. I was desperate. I was clueless. I was looking for the answers. Then one day, it was November 2013, I found a pamphlet from a yoga center under my door. My heart said, let's try this. There is no harm in trying. But my mind said, better be careful. Your orthopedic surgeon has told you not to bend, not to do anything funny with your back. I decided anyhow still to call the number given at the pamphlet. I spoke to a lady yoga teacher, which in turn put me to the director of the yoga center. He is my yoga teacher. He is one of the senior most Sivananda teachers of the country and has more than 30 years of experience in teaching yoga to people. So welcome Arun to Maitri, and it's such a pleasure to have you with us.
Thank you, Anjali, for inviting me to the show and to the channel. Very happy to be here, and very happy to be talking about women's health, and particularly today about your own yoga journey. When I meet people, and especially somebody like Anjali, I'm faced with 3 problems. One, that people have tried yoga before. So this itself sometimes is a big hindrance, because if they've had a bad experience or they haven't had some benefit, then it becomes difficult to explain to them that they must try yoga again and maybe it will work. And the second problem, of course, is that people have tried medicine or modern medical methods, and sometimes that hasn't worked, and there is an advice that has been given that we must proceed down a certain path. And of course, the third problem is that there is a lot of fear, there is pain, and a personal inertia in trying something new. So when I met Anjali, I was facing all the 3 problems that morning, and in addition, I'm talking to a senior medical doctor about her back. So that morning, we had a very interesting conversation. The whole conversation was a negotiation, and also partly the presentation of a point of view that yoga could help the back, and maybe some things could change, provided she could have a systematic, methodical, consistent approach to yoga under supervision. And I suggested to Anjali that she should come to a group class. So a very funny conversation where we finally kind of negotiated, and I kind of persuaded Anjali to come to her first yoga class. And there started a slow but very important journey in Anjali's life. I want to ask Anjali, how did that happen? Where did she start, and how did she take off from that epic meeting on that one Sunday morning?
It was, I still remember, it was I think 25th November when I first went for my yoga class. I did the class, he was there, and somehow, I was okay, it's okay, it's a good class, but then I disappeared. And then I get a reminder from the yoga center, where are you? Where have you disappeared? And I started reluctantly, started going for the classes because I thought, okay, there's nothing else. Okay, let's do that. So, one class, 2 class, a week, and then a month, I noticed I was feeling better. I could bend forward. I could touch the floor with my hands without any backache. And that was the time the yoga retreat was announced, and it was a very special time. It was our 25th anniversary. So I and my husband, we decided to go for that retreat, and I think that was the game changer. I actually felt so happy in those 7 days, and people around me actually noticed I was happier, I was calmer, I was fitter, and I was feeling the strength in my body which all these years was missing in me, both in my body and mind, both.
So when Anjali started coming to classes, I gave her an orthopedician's book, a medical book, which explained for the first time the role of the mind in the issue that she was facing in the back. And for the first time, she had a new medical perspective, which said that maybe it's not a structural problem that's causing the backache, but the training of the mind that is more important. And yoga is that wonderful science which from thousands of years has concentrated on the idea that the body and mind work together, and a huge part of our dimension is something very nebulous, subtle, invisible, cannot be seen in an X-ray or an MRI, and those parts of us which we call the mind or the brain then have a specific effect on the body, and that could possibly be triggering the pain and not some specific physiological issue. Anjali, who's a medical doctor, who's so scientific in her approach, she understands things from a high science, would benefit greatly from a program which is designed from thousands of years of experience, and it is taught in a Gurukula, and she got certified and she became a yoga teacher in 2015, and she's become a proponent, a ambassador for yoga ever since. Yeah, Anjali?
So, actually it was a very difficult decision for me to go for this teacher's training program. Not that I did not believe in yoga, I definitely started believing in yoga by then. But it was a 4 weeks long, and before that, for last maybe 20 years, I had not taken more than maybe a week's leave at a stretch. That's how I was working non-stop, so much of stress, and probably that had taken a toll on my back. So it was very difficult for me to explain it first to myself. Okay, 4 weeks is such a long time, and then everyone around me was, why do you want to learn yoga? And it was so difficult to explain it to people, but somehow it felt right for me. Despite all that, I decided to go for that teacher's training course, and yes, I got certified. The biggest thing, the biggest learning of my yoga training was that, which helped me in my medical practice also, that there are so many things which are so obvious in your face. They look so straight, so objective, but that may not be really true. Just because there is a disc at the back, it may not be the reason for your backache. Of course, you need to get yourself examined by a orthopedic doctor to make sure that there is nothing serious sitting there. So yes, thank you for teaching me a lot of things which probably I did not learn in my medical college. Another thing which yoga has helped me is, I being a gynecologist, we have a very, very stressful job. In fact, I tell this to everyone, I'm very, very proud of my profession. Probably that's how we are able to work that much. The kind of satisfaction I get when I deliver a serious woman, when I save a bleeding woman, when I do a complicated laparoscopic surgery. It's like, it cannot be described, but that brings in a lot of stress. When people ask me, ma'am, at 9:30 in the clinic, how come you are smiling? I tell them there's a magic behind it. That's yoga magic. That time I did not have anything like I want to teach, but I wanted to experience it better for myself, and I think it definitely worked for me. It changed my perception of human health. So, you know, I've seen it myself. You know, people ask me that you do yoga, you're a doctor, you know, how has yoga changed you? So, I mean, yoga is something which has taught me a different perspective of looking at human health. You know, it definitely has made me a better doctor. Now, today, I can see a lot of things in a patient which probably my colleagues can't say. You know, it taught me the importance of body-mind medicine, how mind is so important, how mind is so strong, how mind can generate so many illnesses. I mean, today, these days, we are talking about mental health. We know so many diseases like cancer, hypertension, diabetes have, you know, something to start in the mind. So yoga explained that to me. It also taught me that age is just a number. Like he always tells me, you know, you have to be 40, 50 or 80. It's just a number. I'm 57 right now and I've never felt more fit than I feel today. It taught me the best lifestyle. You know, I understood in yoga. Yoga is not just about the asana. You know, it's not just about the physical practice. It is about of course, the exercise, of course, the diet, the breathing, the positive attitude to life. So actually feel so blessed that I'm in a position where I can actually combine the best of both the worlds when I treat my patients.
Yes, she not only cured herself of her back pain and the doubts that she had about the back, but she went on to graduate from a yoga teacher training course. It's an international certification. It's not easy to go through it. It's a wonderful program. It has a lot of physical activity in addition to sitting for long periods of time on the floor and so on. And at her age, past 50, she graduated. Her back pain disappeared forever. She doesn't have back pain anymore. And you've seen from some of the presentations before that she practices yoga very well. She's able to do Shirshasana, the headstand. She's able to do the sitting forward bend. She can bend fully forward and catch hold of her toes and so on. And she's right about that, that age is only a number for her now, where women are managing many portfolios. Anjali is symbolic of somebody who is very passionate about her work. She spends long hours at it. At the same time, she has to take care of herself physically and mentally. And yoga gives her that me time that we all talk about in modern life.
So in fact, my favorite pastime is yoga. You know, जब भी खाली time होता है या television, क्या करना है? अच्छा चलो yoga करते हैं. I'm so happy to share with you people that Maitri is joining hands with SivanandaYoga Centre, Gurgaon, to bring you lots of programs on women's health. The first one to roll out will be a program which will be probably one of its own kinds. It will be a yoga-based program for PCOS. Mark your calendars, it is launching on 20th of August. For registration, you can call at the numbers below. You can find more information about the program on the website. There is also a link there. You can click onto the link also. And also, please do not forget to share this important information with anyone in your friends and family whom you think might benefit with this program. So thank you, Arun, for being on our show, and thank you for bringing yoga into my life. Yoga changed my life. Give yoga a chance to change yours too. So today, if you found this conversation interesting, if you found it interesting to listen to my yoga journey, give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends and family, and I will see you soon.